So what the hell's going on with Cali Muscle? What's happening with him? What's my take on it? So yeah, I'm going to chime in. You know, I have nothing against Cali Muscle. I'm subscribed. I'm a subscriber. I'm a viewer. You know, I have nothing against him at all. For a minute, I thought I got lucky. I thought I saw a pack of C-Notes, Drew Estate C-Notes, laying over there like it had fallen off of that speaker or something, but no such luck. Yeah, a man can hope, can he? Anyway, Cali Muscle, so what's going on with him? Well, is he losing his mind? Is he going crazy? Is he suffering from paranoia? Well, here's what I think the deal is. First off, everybody ages. Your body is going to change as you get older. I don't give a shit if you believe it or you don't believe it. You will find out it's true if you hang around long enough. If you hang around long enough and remain viable long enough. You know, if you throw in the towel somewhere along the way and you just fold your hand to older age as it comes on with its onslaught of maladies, you know, whether they be large or small, they will be fairly consistent once they start coming along. It'll be something, you know, every year it's something. Not bitching about it. It sucks, is what it is. I'm certainly not going to throw my hand in. I'm still continuing to live my life and remain fucking viable. You know, I still can swing the lead. I still can rock what I got to rock. You know, I do what I got to do. I can enjoy the things that I need to enjoy in life. But it hasn't been without incident. As I've gotten older, things have changed. And I think in Cali Muscle's case, pretty much what it looks to me, he got by for a long time being the big guy. He was the big guy for a long time, right? So that tells you that he could successfully do that. He knows what he did to get big. He knows what he ate to get big. He knows what he took to get big. He knows how he trained to get big. He knows what his life was walking around like that. So any of the things he wants to talk about on a video, since he's been on YouTube, about training, you know, about how he ate, how to get big, how to build arms, how to build a chest, how to build whatever, you know, he has that experience to do that. But was he healthy? What does he know about health? I think that's a new realm for him now, right? You know, myself, you know, I ran it hard and heavy for not long, about 2 years, 2.5 years. That's it. That's it. And I was as big as anybody's been or gets. You know, I was enormous. But I've stayed pretty reasonable size, decent amount of muscle. Nowhere near what I was, but I'm extremely healthy at this size. As issues come along, I've dealt with them, you know, proactively, without medications and things, through more cardio, through proper diet and nutrition, you know, through all kinds of stuff like that, changing the way that I train, you know, changing a lot of my practices and my habits and stuff because they weren't working for me anymore. They would have become detrimental had I just, you know, just shrugged it off and ignored the signs that I was getting older and just kept hammering away the way I was, you know. And I'm not talking everybody always thinks it's about gear. I'm talking about just carrying that much body weight, walking around that big. You know, it took me about the past 10 or 11 or 12 years to come down from the 280s down to wherever the hell I am right this minute, which I don't know where I'm at right this minute, but I'm pretty lean. So that's the trade-off. You know, if I'm going to carry, say I want to be 5 pounds, I want to hold 5 pounds more muscle, I got to at least lose 5 pounds more fat. You know what I mean? That way I can keep the weight down to a sensible level. But it's taken me a while, and I've gradually come down. You can see it on YouTube. Shit, look at that video I put up 6 or 7 years ago called Eat to Grow. Look at that video. I'm a freaking beast in that video. And I'm only maybe 282, something like that. You know, pretty lean, very hard. And I've come down, you know, time went on, I come down into the 260s, walking around like that for a few years. Then I come down to the 250s. Then I got a wild hair and went back up to 270. And then I came back down walking around 250. Well, now I don't even know what I weigh right this minute, but I dropped a lot of size and I've put size back on, but I've brought down body fat. So I'm gradually coming down there and I'm doing a shitload of cardio now. And one of the things that's changed is the amount of cardio I'm doing right now. It's more cardio than I did when I would get cut up for a show. Because my metabolism is different now. My body, it changes, it responds differently. We don't process nutrition the same way as you continue to age. All kinds of shit happens. You're more easily injured, So some things have to change. And I have paid for walking around as big as I was and lifting the heavy weights that I lifted. It was cool when it happened, when I did it. You don't bench raw, 550, 565. You don't bench these numbers raw, clean. You don't bench these numbers raw being afraid that you're going to hurt yourself. But every time you get under there and you set a new PR, once you get up into these stupid weights, right, for a human body, really, especially if you're not a powerlifter, you're a bodybuilder. You're squatting 700 pounds, you're deadlifting 700 pounds, whatever the fuck. An injury can happen. 9 times out of 10 times it doesn't happen. But it can happen, and it might happen, and it has happened to me once here or there. It happens. Now, I can't train like that today. If I tried to train like that today, I'd be screwed. I would definitely wreck myself. So I can't train like that. So I've had to find other ways to train. I've had to accept that and roll with the punches and keep on getting it. And I think in Cali Muscle's case, he could tell you how to be the big guy. He could tell you what he ate to get big. He could tell you how he trained to get big. But he couldn't give you any genuine information about health because he wasn't healthy. And he himself admits that he had warning signs and all these other things, and he ignored that. He ignored it, which was a big mistake. I just saw a video he put up, I don't know, yesterday or today, where he just went and had a phlebotomy, right, where they drained some blood out of him, a pint of blood out of him. And he was talking about all the benefits of that, and before he walked in there, he said he's never done it before. That he never did it. That's enough to do you in right there. Your blood gets thick with all that gear, your blood gets thick. So his heart was working overtime in a big way. I've made many videos. The information's there. I've put plenty of videos up about donating blood and the importance of it. Keep that hematocrit down. Main thing I tell you guys, keep that hematocrit down. That shit will get thick. If you're using gear. If you're even using TRT dosages, it'll get thick. It'll get thicker than it otherwise would. All right? So, now he's going down a different road. Now he's figuring it out. He's trying to learn how to be healthy. He's trying to close the gate after the cow done got out. The cattle done escaped, but he's still alive. He's trying to stay out of that box, like we all are. So this is new terrain for him. He's experimenting, he's feeling it out, he's learning things. But the end result, as he gets healthier, right? If he turns it all around and he gets very healthy, then that's something else he will acquire knowledge of, and then he'll be able to share that with people, Is everything he's going to try right now, is he going to end up doing all that? Is he going to find that all that fits his lifestyle and all that is worth its merit and all that works? Probably not. Who does? But he's coming to the game a little bit late, that aspect of it. Cali Muscle clearly was a guy that had his foot on the pedal. I'm not talking about just gear. I'm talking about that he was just full speed ahead into a brick wall in the regard that he didn't give two shits about his fucking health. He didn't stop to consider it. He just was huge, built a muscle, create a huge following, all the accolades from that and every other thing, right? Easy to get caught up. Easy to see how a man can get caught up. So now, he's figuring it out. He's trying to figure it out. He's trying to do something. You could say it's too little too late. But if you're not in the box yet, and they're not throwing dirt over top of you, then it ain't never too late. That's when it's too late. That's when it's too late. And we've seen a lot of guys just don't make it out alive, right? So anyway, that's my take on it. I understand, you know. I didn't have any kind of scare, rude awakening or anything like that. I've always given blood. I've always, that's why I still look like this. I'm fucking 61 years old. I'm 61 years old. I have no plaque. Totally clear. Had it mechanically checked. So word to the wise. A man that knows better does better. So maybe you can learn from the mistakes of others, or maybe learn from your elders in some cases. See where you're at when you're 61. All right, take care. Just a little food for thought, my take on it. Have a good day.